All right, this is Blizzard Entertainment statue Grommish Hellscream. It's an awesome statue. It's got incredible detail. It's almost up there with Diablo 3 Overthrown. If you look, mine came with the teeth cracked. I didn't send it back. I have a few statues that I want to get sent to a model artist just to be fixed. So I'm just going to have him fix that. I don't feel like going to the store with this thing, packing it up, sending it, and, waiting. And maybe there's not even any left because it's sold out. So I'm just going to fix that. Probably won't cost that much. I'm not a really good model artist. This is great. So he's the dude, Grommish Hellscream. He was green in the cinematic in WarCraft 3. He's the guy that killed Mannoroth, one of the raid. Who's from the Burning Legion, who's one of the raid bosses in Warlords of Draenor, the second to last boss besides Archmond. And this is Gorehowl, his axe. You get it from Karazhan and Vanilla. So yeah, it's a really great piece. It's going to be one of the ones I keep. If you look, all these straps and stuff, if you look and you go around, they actually really connect. They are like straps. Like this one here. Where is it? This one here goes around. I don't know if you can see it. It goes to his hand. Through his hand. I don't know if I just showed myself in the video. Hello. Yeah. Started work at Trader Joe's. Well, here's Mannoroth with a slice through him. He's dead. He's got his big horn. Blizzard's coming out with doing their own statues now. They don't do it through a sideshow anymore. I guess they decided they could make their own and make more money. This guy Brian Fade does all of theirs, and he's really, really good. Illidan's insane, and I'm looking forward to more Blizzard Blizzard statues, because they're also a lot cheaper than than at sideshows. They're only $350, and then shipping is $400. Sideshows are $500 to $700, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to more. They don't have an edition size on the bottom though, it's on the box. So yeah, I just started work at Trader Joe's, my job. I don't know if you've been there. It's a really good supermarket. It's small. It's a German-based company. I was actually, they sell a lot of organic foods. I was actually reading about it, and organic means that it doesn't, organic pretty much means shit. It means that I went to the FDA's website for the official meaning of organic, and it means that you're supposed to use non-chemical pesticides and like organic means to control pests like traps and not too bad chemicals. I don't know if that makes sense. But if it does not work to control pests, you're free to use all the chemicals you want. And also, organic doesn't have you're not supposed to use an animal's antibiotics, and that's a good thing and it's a bad thing. One is that you can't use antibiotics. That's good because if you use antibiotics a lot, it could, on all these animals, it could lead to an antibiotic resistant strain of bacteria or flu, and then it could kill a lot of people. But antibiotics are good in that it makes the animals grow faster, it keeps them healthier. So there's pros and cons. So yeah, I was also reading about gluten-free. Everyone's like, gluten-free diet, gluten-free. Actually, if you don't have, what is it called? Celiac disease, I believe that's what it's called. Or I forgot what it's called. Celiac disease or gluten allergy. Gluten's good for you. Gluten is not good for you, but gluten's found in a lot of foods that have whole grains and wheat and a lot of fiber. And if you don't, also gluten-free food's a lot more expensive. So If you don't have a gluten allergy, you should not buy gluten-free food because actually, if you don't eat gluten, you can actually get pretty sick. So everyone's going for gluten-free. So unless you have celiac disease or a gluten allergy, you should actually eat food with gluten in it. Here are like pools of his demon blood. So yeah, Trader Joe's is crazy. I work the register. I stack products. I lift boxes. I do stuff on the shelves. I'm gonna start ordering food. It's pretty decent. Yeah, it's all right pay, but I really want to move up to management someday. So I'm gonna try really hard. The managers pay well. It's a nice store. They just sent me. I only been there like a month. They sent me a gift card for like some anniversary there for $50. It's nice getting lunch there because it's so cheap. There's a microwave. You just heat it up. You know, let me move this over again. Trader Joe's has really good like cold cuts. They have great cheeses. They have really good meats. They have a lot of good things. I don't know if you've ever been there. So I had you get crazy people there. So I was a server at Applebee's for 5 years, and I was working the register, and I've never had someone piss me off and get me as infuriated as I did working the register within 1 week at Trader Joe's. This black lady, she was dressed well. She came in and she had like 2 big bags of Marshalls full, like in her cart. And I scanned all her stuff, and I was like, huh. I'm new. I was like, well, I wonder what I do about these bags. And I started looking at them, and I saw food in the top one. I saw food in it, and I started looking, and I was about to ring the bell, so 3 times, so a manager comes over, and then she goes, oh, I know what you're doing, you're a racist, that's why you're doing it, I know what you're thinking, it's because I'm black. I was like, what, huh? I was, what are you talking about? I saw full bags, and there was food in them, and she goes, oh, I'm a social worker, I know what you're doing. And then the manager came over, and no, my coworker came over, and he let her go. And the thing is, you're not supposed to let people steal. You don't check their bags. And then she actually called back and complained to all my managers about me and about how I was a racist. And it's a huge insult. That's racist of her, thinking that because I'm white, I think she's stealing. I'm very insulted. I'm not racist, and to call me a racist, I think that's a horrible thing. Is to be called a racist. I'm not, and really made me angry. Just out of nowhere, she just snapped. I wasn't expecting it. She was just a woman online at the register, and all of a sudden she flipped out. Also, you get some people, this one person, I don't know what they were doing. It was like, she was talking about the 10 items or less line, and she was going, it's not 10 items or less line, it's the 10% or less line. And I was like, huh? And then there are people around her, and she kept talking about it, and she's like, I don't know what they're thinking, it's the 10% or less line, not 10 items or less. I was like, okay, 10% or less? 10% or less of what? 10% of less of 100 items, so it'd have to be 10. Okay, she's right. So I see a lot of people stealing. Like this one, and I can't say anything. You just let them steal, and I feel bad. I feel like, that they think they're smart, they're getting away with something. One time this woman came in with a huge coat, like huge for her, and it was like stuffed. And she goes, oh, I left my bags in the car, let me come right back. And then she left, and then she came back in with a new coat that was thinner. It was ridiculous. Another guy came, it's so funny how they steal, it's crazy. And people, a lot of, we get pissed off when they steal, and rightly so. So I was just incredibly sick for the last few days. I had the stomach bug. Anytime anything was in my stomach, I would just vomit it up. I threw up like 10 times. Like I threw up about 5, 6 times. And then the other day I had off from work because then it went the other way. You know, I was in the restroom shitting for for literally 4 hours. I had to go to the bathroom every 20 minutes. I had to go home from work at the register. I asked them, I was like, look, can you put me on product? I just can't stay at the register. I need access to the bathroom. And they were just like, go home, Adam. Yeah. So I've been doing that. So, I'm so sore from the job. It's a very physical job. It's one of the most physical jobs. So I went from the worst shape of my life, being unemployed and not doing anything, to an extremely hard job. I've gotten a lot bigger. Like, I think my muscles have doubled. I'm insanely sore. The people there at Trader Joe's are nice. It's weird. There's no assholes. Usually, I always am people like me. People like me, and they still do. But usually, I'm the nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna be falsely humble. I'm a very nice, likable guy, and usually that's who people think of me as. But now I'm just a regular guy because everyone's so nice. They have a good hiring process, and it's really cool. Everyone is really nice. Hopefully, I'm still a nice guy, but as I said, it's relative, and everyone's a nice person. And you don't have sick, evil people like at Applebee's. It's nice. So, yeah, I've been playing a lot of WarCraft 3, and I just play Orc. I get Raiders, Grunts, Blade Master, what is it, Shadow Hunter, and Spirit Walkers, and I don't know, I lose a lot. I don't know. You gotta practice a lot in that game. I'm good with the cheesy strategy, like on Frostworms. But yeah. What is this? So let me get under here. I've been watching the WWE on YouTube. I used to like wrestling, and I do like it now still. I just watch it on YouTube, though. I don't watch any of the new stuff. The last stuff I've watched is like when Stone Cold left in like 2003. I actually loved Stone Cold, but now you think about it, he's a fucking asshole. That's all he is. He's just a violent man who's he's a violent man who's always angry. I heard he talked about how his parents like severely beat him, and he just mentioned it on like Arsenio Hall, and he beat up Deborah, his wife. I heard that they were covering it up when he was wrestling, and he likes fighting people. That's his personality, is who he is in the ring. That's what his personality is. So he's just a prick. He's a prick. So I don't know if I like him anymore, but he's incredibly funny. He's incredibly charismatic. He's eloquent. He has an amazing energy, and he's a good wrestler. So I really respect him. But actually, my favorite wrestlers are Mr. Perfect and Bret Hart. I think it's Mr. Perfect because he's such an underdog. He was an amazing wrestler. He was amazing on the mic. He looked great. He always lost. He won the Intercontinental Championship, but he was one of the best wrestlers around. Just if you look at his natural athletic ability, he was great. He had some great matches with Bret Hart. I think I went to SummerSlam 1992 where Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect fought, and I think Bret Hart won the Intercontinental Championship from Mr. Perfect. It was one of like the best matches ever. What else do I have to say? Can't wait. I'm moving into my new co-op soon. I don't know. This is a very good statue. This is a long video. So there you go. Can't wait for President-elect Donald Trump to take office. He could turn the White House into a casino. That would be fun. Um, turn the White House into a casino. I think he's not gonna live at the White House the whole time. He'll spend like the week there and then the weekend in like Trump Tower overlooking the city like a warlord overlooking New York City. I think oh man, Donald Trump. Oh, he's a clown. I don't know. He's just. How can you say something and then it's on videotape and then 10 minutes later say, no, I didn't say that. That doesn't make sense. But whatever. I had 2 iPads and I broke them both now. So now I have no iPads. And if I want to fix them, I broke the screens. If I want a new screen, it's $500. So, no iPads for me. I'm holding on to my money more. I'm not buying statues of everything. I've actually had the statue for over a month. I haven't made a video. But this statue is really, really awesome. Blizzard Entertainment and that guy Brian Fay are coming through. They're delivering. So there you go. There's Mannoroth. His tongue. That's hilarious. He's like, okay. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you saw this statue. And I would pick it up. And Illidan's still out. That statue is just as great. All right. Thank you very much.